FICCI FICCI Tamil Nadu Manila Council அதன் முதல் FICCI BFIRST 2023 FICCI Bionic Enabled Future Innovation Reskilling Startup Transformation 2023 Summits and Awards 30 ஆகஸ்ட் 2023 அன்று சென்னையில் ஹோட்டல் ITC கிராண்ட் சோலாவில் நடைபெற்றது.
As you are aware, the Indian government's visionary plans to transform the nation's economy into competitive, high growth and highly productive middle income economy and commendable. Initiatives like Skill India, Digital India and Make in India by the Government of India are paving the way for a bright future. The collective determination and innovative spirit of Indian people, coupled with the remarkable achievements of Tamil Nadu, along with Puducherry, serve as an inspiration to all. Together, we are forging a path forwards, a prosperous and inclusive future where dreams become reality and opportunities abound. As you all aware, Indian economy is based mostly on intellectuality, and intellectuality based on skill development and skill improvement. And every day in these centuries, new technology is coming, new things are coming. So we need to improve ourselves and improve the young generation and particularly the young minds who is going to be the future of our country. And rightly said by the Government of India and all the governments of states and union territories in India, the skill development plays a major role in attracting the foreign investment as well as the domestic GDP growth. So this conference, particularly convened by our Balasubramanian sir, is very need of the hour, and we thank Government of Puducherry to be part of this wonderful conference, and definitely along with Tamil Nadu, Puducherry, always Tamil Nadu and Puducherry we consider as one brothers and sisters. So we will grow together, and we support our best to bring $5 trillion to the Government of India very soon. Before the Prime Minister announced, I think it should be around 2026.
தமிழ்நாடு அரசாங்கம் 2023ஆம் ஆண்டளவில் 10 மில்லியன் மக்களுக்கு பல்வேறு திறன்களில் பயிற்சி அளிக்க TNSDMஐ தொடங்கியுள்ளது. திறன் பயிற்சி திட்டங்களை வழங்குவதற்காக பல்வேறு நிறுவனங்களுடன் இந்த அமைப்பு கூட்டு சேர்ந்துள்ளது. FICCI BFIRST 2023 உச்சி மாநாடு மற்றும் விருதுகள், ஸ்டார்ட் அப்கள், இன்குபேட்டர்கள், தொழில் முனைவோர் மற்றும் முதலீட்டாளர்கள், முன்னணி கொள்கை வகுப்பாளர்கள், அரசு அதிகாரிகள், உலக வல்லுநர்கள், தொழில்துறை தலைவர்கள் மற்றும் உற்பத்தியாளர்களுடன் ஒத்துழைக்க ஒரு தனித்துவமான மற்றும் விலைமதிப்பற்ற வாய்ப்பை வழங்கியது.
I think it's going to be a very, very remarkable event for FICCI, I would say, because after creating the Startup and Skill Development Panel, this is going to be the first historical event, I would say, because we have coined the name Bionic. Everybody were asking what is bionic all means. Is that related to healthcare? Is it related to health technology? So on and so forth. I think I just wanted to set up the context. Bionic is nothing other than the BCG, Boston Consulting Group, term this coined bionic, which means the connection between the human and technology. That's what it means. So today, BFIRST Bionic Enabled Future Innovation Reskilling Startup Transformation 2023 is the first summit of FICCI.
The engineering economies, the healthcare sectors, so many sectors of the US, EMEA, which is Europe and Middle East, of Latin America, of Asia, are so directly linked to what's happening in India. Our global footprint today is immense. I can tell you, Chennai, for example, or Tamil Nadu has, goes down for a day. So much will impact everywhere globally. That's how interconnected we've become. And geopolitically, obviously, some of our other competing countries have faced challenges in this period. We know what I'm talking about. And that's playing to India's benefit. If you have to set up IT or IT-related services or any kind of, knowledge-enabled work today in the world at scale, India is probably the most preferred destination. There are pockets. We can go to other countries if you want to set up a few hundred roles. But we have to set up thousands of roles. India today is where the possibility exists. At this time, and this summit goes to two themes very dear to my heart. One is startups, and second is reskilling and innovation. I think the startup sector in India is where a lot of action is going to happen in the next 5 years. I can see a number of people, young people, wanting to be entrepreneurial and take advantage of the opportunities that the overall ecosystem has to offer. It's not only about building unicorns and big brands and companies. Startups bring ideas to the table that are vital to the overall ecosystem. And we are not working in watertight compartments. A multinational company can benefit from the idea of a small startup. And that's the ecosystem we are building. And many of you around the room, I can recognize many friends around the room, are actively involved in this conversation. I can give an example of what we have done in City. Every year, we have events which are focused on finding the best fintech players. We are a financial services player, so we look at fintechs. And we run competitions among startups. They come and present to us. They pitch their ideas to us. We help incubate them. We can use them either for our own benefit or also introduce them to our peers in the industry. I have seen dozens of such players in the last few years scale up and mature. So what's happening is an overall ecosystem which is very interconnected. IT service companies, product companies, global capability centers, startups, all are working together to create a transformation that is happening today. The one challenge I would see, I've so far given you the positives of how India is doing extremely well. I can tell you the challenge also. The challenge is employability. We don't have an employment problem, but most of us struggle to find good quality talent. We have an employability issue, and that's something we need to solve together. Normally, we depend on our own internal trainings in corporates to actually train people. Right? We hire for capability and train for skill. That's the philosophy most companies follow. But we have to start rethinking this. I can tell you, I had an eye-opening session last year when I met the principals of engineering colleges from across Tamil Nadu in a session that NASSCOM had organized. And then I again met several people from the academia in a session that Guidance Tamil Nadu had organized. It was actually a shock to me. It was a shock how far the corporate world is from the academic world in India. Right? The distance is immense.
Presently, the Puducherry is having a GDP of $4.7 billion. When the government of India had asked to prepare a vision plan 2047, because the government of India has set a target of $32 billion of growth nation for the government of India by 2047, the Puducherry's GDP is also set to grow from existing $4.7 billion to $50 billion. We are aiming for a $15 billion Puducherry by 2047. Matching indeed goes beyond the growth rate of the national average rate. Even at the current rate, Puducherry is growing beyond and over and above the national average rate. Our per capita income is one of the highest in India, and the economy is primarily thriving on the secondary and tertiary sectors. In our roadmap 2047, you will not believe that before Chandrayaan landed in August 23, we did submit our vision plan 2047 to the Ministry of Home Affairs in the month of February, in which we stated that by 2030 we will have a moon tourism. From Puducherry we will send people to moon as part of promotion of tourism. So that kind of vision and thinking we do have, and we need a forum like FICCI, NASSCOM and other leading association to help and steer forward our initiatives, because as pointed out by the speakers before me, Puducherry is a place for human resource capital. We are having around 3,000 students in our higher education. Every year, these students are getting passed out, as pointed out, due to the available opportunity. The students are going beyond Puducherry, going to other states, indeed countries, and then contributing to the economy of Puducherry. But as a government, as a pure welfare government, the government of Puducherry is also interested to retain the talent. We don't want the drain of the talent, though it would be contributing to the global growth. We want the talent to stay with us at least for a stipulated period, so that the Puducherry people, ordinary people, will get back their due to the talent given to the students.
Now it's the time for us, because world is changing so fast. That too, it's making a great challenges and changes in the IT field. Rightly, our FICCI Tamil Nadu has taken a good step to analyze analyze the strength and weakness and opportunities and threat available in the development of IT sector, which will be useful for the generations coming in future. I think our Secretary, Dr. Manikandan, has given a very pleasant and roadmap of Puducherry, what is available, and more to come also. Because Puducherry, though very close to Chennai, it has to naturally develop into an IT hub, because already Chennai has become a good, very great potential for IT services in Chennai. So naturally, like in Hyderabad and Secunderabad, there will be a sister cities concept. That's what we are trying to push Puducherry into the field of IT and IT related sectors. Why? Because already our Secretary has told about our per capita income and the strength and other things. See, Puducherry being a small place, though it's got only 1.4 million population, the skilled knowledge in Puducherry is so high because of our Hon'ble Chief Minister's effort bringing Puducherry into an educational hub. Not today, because of his continuous effort. Right from 2001, he has been the Chief Minister of Puducherry, except for 5 years in the middle. So he is the longest serving Chief Minister, and when he served as a Chief Minister in 2001, I was given the opportunity of serving as an Education Minister and Tourism Minister under his leadership.
Right, and going on from there, quite a bit of interesting session on Valluvar, right, who has spoken about the skilling as well as entrepreneurship skills, including grit and perseverance, thousands and thousands of years back. So one of the very eminent scholars is coming and sharing his views, and followed by the award ceremony, and in between a fantastic and great lunch as well. So enjoy the day and keep yourself engaged, learn and keep contributing. And I take this opportunity to thank my colleagues from FICCI. I personally thank the entire team, right from Mr. Bala, right from Mr. Bhupesh, and the entire Dr. Manivannan, Mr. Hari, and Dr. Ramesh Karthik, and more importantly, the FICCI Secretariat led by Mr. Sudarshan. They have been phenomenally contributing, working with the entire team of Puducherry government in delivering a value day in or day out, and this has been fantastic. I also take this opportunity to thank the speakers who are here today, moving away so many schedules just to make it a great day for everyone. So thank you, speakers, panelists, our sponsors, and each and everyone here, the media and the e-ventures team, whoever is contributing their heart and soul for the success of this event.
சென்னையில் இப்போது நடந்து கொண்டிருக்கிற ஃபிக்கி தொழில் முனைவோர்களுக்கான ஒரு மிகப்பெரிய வாய்ப்பை கொடுத்து கொண்டிருக்கிறது. இந்த மாநாட்டில் புதுச்சேரி அரசின் சார்பில் நாங்கள் கலந்து கொண்டு புதுச்சேரியில் தொழில் துவங்குவதற்கான வாய்ப்புகள் எவ்வளவு பிரகாசமாக இருக்கிறது என்பதை விளக்கி சொல்லியிருக்கிறோம். நானும் என்னுடைய ஐடி செயலாளர் மற்றும் ஐடி இயக்குனர் மற்றும் தொழில்துறை இயக்குனர் ஆகியோர் வந்து பேசியிருக்கிறோம். இங்கே பெரிய தொழில் முனைவோர் வந்திருக்கிறார்கள். அவர்களுக்கு புதுச்சேரியில் அடுத்த ஒரு பெரிய வாய்ப்பு காத்திருக்கிறது என்பதை அவர்களுக்கு விளக்கி சொல்லியிருக்கிறோம். இதன் மூலமாக நிறைய முதலீடுகளும் தொழில் புதிதாக ஆரம்பிப்பதற்கான வாய்ப்புகள் இருப்பதாக நாங்கள் நம்புகிறோம். அவர்களுக்கான என்னென்னமான ஒரு வசதிகள் அங்கே இருக்கிறது, வாய்ப்புகள் இருக்கிறது என்பதை பற்றி அவர்களுக்கு கொடுத்துருக்கிறோம். ஆகவே இங்கே இந்த மாநாட்டில் கலந்து கொள்கிற பலரும் புதுச்சேரிக்கு வந்து தொழில் துவங்குவதற்கான ஒரு வாய்ப்பை அவர்கள் ஏற்படுத்தி கொடுப்பார்கள் என்று நாங்கள் நம்புகிறோம். ஃபிக்கி அதற்கான ஒருங்கிணைப்பை எங்களுக்கு செய்து கொண்டிருக்கிறது. அதற்காகவும் அவங்களுக்கும் பாராட்டை தெரிவித்திருக்கிறோம். எவ்வளவு அதிகமாக புதுச்சேரி சென்னையில் இருப்பவர்கள் பக்கத்தில் இருக்கிற புதுச்சேரி மாநிலத்திற்கும் வந்து அவங்களுடைய தொழில் விரிவுபடுத்துவதற்கான ஒரு வாய்ப்பு புதுச்சேரியில் இருக்கிறது என்பதை அவளுக்கு வலியுறுத்தி சொல்லியிருக்கிறோம்.
உச்சி மாநாடு அறிவு பரிமாற்றம் மற்றும் கற்றலுக்கான ஒரு தளத்தை வழங்கியது. இந்நிகழ்ச்சியில் பங்கேற்றோர்கள் திறன் மேம்பாடு மற்றும் தொழில் முனைவோர் ஆகியவற்றில் சமீபத்திய போக்குகள் மற்றும் வளர்ந்து வரும் தொழில்நுட்பங்களை பற்றிய நுண்ணறிவுகளை பெற்றார்கள்.
We are fund managers and investors across different industries. பலதரப்பட்ட இண்டஸ்ட்ரீஸில் ஸ்டார்ட்-அப்ஸில் எம்எஸ்எம்இஸில் இன்வெஸ்ட் பண்ணுறோம். பல பேர்களுடைய ஃபண்ட்ஸை மேனேஜ் பண்ணி பெருக்கி வளர்த்து தரோம். அருமையான கான்ஃபரன்ஸ் விக்கி அமைச்ச இந்த கான்ஃபரன்ஸ் காரணம் என்ன அப்படின்னா, இந்தியாவினுடைய பிளாக் போனாக அமையிறது இந்த எம்எஸ்எம்இஸும் ஸ்டார்ட் அப்ஸும் தான். இந்தியாவுடைய ஃபியூச்சரே எம்எஸ்எம்இஸ் அண்ட் ஸ்டார்ட் அப்ஸ் தான் இல்லையா? ஸோ அதற்கு டெடிக்கேட்டடாக இந்த கான்ஃபரன்ஸ் அமைச்சிருக்காங்க. இட்ஸ் பீன் அ வண்டர்ஃபுல் டைம். வி ஹேட் அ கிரேட் டே ஹியர். ஐ வாஸ் அ பேனலிஸ்ட் இன் ஒன் ஆஃப் தோஸ் டிஸ்கஷன்ஸ் டுடே. அண்ட் ஆல் த மோர் வெல்கம் டு தி வியூவர்ஸ் ஆஃப் ஆயுஷ். இந்தியாவினுடைய ஒரு புராதனமான விஷயம் எடுத்தோன்னா, அது மோஸ்ட் இம்பார்ட்டன்ட் திங் எடுத்தோம். ஒன்று யோகான்னு சொல்லலாம், அடுத்து ஆயுர்வேதான்னு சொல்லலாம் இல்லையா? அப்பேற்பட்ட இந்த ஆயுர்வேதத்துக்கே ஒரு பேச கூட ஆயுஷ்ங்கிற பேர் கொண்டு உள்ள இந்த டிவி சேனல். ஐ விஷ் டு சே ஹாய் டு all of you viewers. Wish you the best ahead.
FICCI program about the startup entrepreneurship. I believe that entrepreneurship is very important for this country. Kalam said so beautifully, India doesn't require job seekers, India requires job providers, India requires entrepreneurs. And nothing great in this country, in this world, can be made without infrastructure. And infrastructure can be made only by entrepreneurs. To make an infrastructure, you need money. And money can be made only by entrepreneurs. That is why I fondly call entrepreneurs as the new age freedom fighters who will pull India from the shackles of poverty. But unfortunately, we are all very carried away by the film actors and the actresses, and we call them as the heroes and the sheroes. Actually, they should be called as entertainers. Only heroes and sheroes are the entrepreneurs because they create high quality, stable jobs. Let the entrepreneurship grow in strength, and together let us build a beautiful India. Thank you so much. My best wishes to the Ayush TV for coming to Tamil Nadu. I think it's a wonderful market, and spreading Ayurveda, spreading the the pranayama, and so many rich culture and heritage, so many knowledge is available in this country that needs to reach to more people. A channel like this will really help, and it will reach more number of people. My best wishes to you and to your entire team. Together, let us build a beautiful world. Thank you and best wishes.
This is a wonderful event where we have a lot of entrepreneurs coming together and gathering. It is the entrepreneurs who can create employment for people across India. And today we had Minister for IT from Puducherry coming over and talking to us about the kind of initiatives that the government is taking, including creation of a new fintech city there. So all this is very promising, and we are hopeful that we'll have a lot of youngsters coming in and setting up their own businesses. And I would also like to thank and wish Ayush TV all the best for having come into Tamil Nadu. Do well. Ayurveda is something that is very, very required for general population. I myself am taking Ayurvedic treatment only. It works wonders. Thank you.
Chandrayaan-3 to be successful in landing on the south pole of the moon. So this is India is the first country, as all of us know, and this played a very vital role in successful landing of Chandrayaan-3. So we are all hearing the news of Chandrayaan-3, but I just wanted to make sure you all understand that AI played a crucial role in landing Chandrayaan-3. So there are also other areas where AI helped. I don't want to drain this slide, but in case anyone is interested, you can always come see the slides. But I want to move to the next one, which is very important from a startup and skill development perspective, is the ice story. So how many of us know the story of ice harvesting? So what happened was ice 1.0 in 1800, 1900 beginning, there was this concept of ice harvesting, which means that people used to go to wait for the winters to set in, and once the winter set in, they used to go to the lakes or pond and cut the ice, and then they will use it. So there was a hard requirement of climate so that the ice is formed. So the innovation there was how big the saw machines are, or how the horses, which was used to transport, whether the horses can be big. So those were the kind of innovations at that point of time when the ICE 1.0 evolution happened.
So what if the college is not able to satisfy the criteria? They are just beginners. So ஸோ இது வந்து எப்படி இருக்கு தெரியுமா, ஒரு வேலைக்கு போகும்போது உனக்கு என்ன எக்ஸ்பீரியன்ஸ் கேட்குற மாதிரி. அப்போ எப்படி சார் முதல் வேலை யார் சார் கொடுக்குறீங்க, யார் கொடுக்குறீங்க, யார் கொடுக்க ரெடியாக இருக்கீங்க முதல் வேலையை, யாராவது கொடுக்கணும் இல்லை. ஸோ வாட் யூ கேன் டூ ஆஸ் அ ஸ்டார்டர். ஸோ ஃப்ரம் மை எக்ஸ்பீரியன்ஸ் அண்ட் டாக்கிங் டு வேரியஸ் இன்ஸ்டிடியூஷன்ஸ் ஆல் ஓவர் த ஸ்டேட், ஸோ ஐம் ஹம்பிளி சஜஸ்டிங் யூ திஸ் requirement, this warhood basis நம்ம பண்ணணும். அவங்களுக்கு முடிஞ்ச ஒரு காலேஜ் எடுத்துக்கோங்க, எனி அஃபிலியேட்டிங் இன்ஸ்டிடியூஷன், டசன்ட் மேட்டர். ஓகே, அந்த சேர்மன் அந்த மேனேஜ்மெண்ட் அதெல்லாம் யோசிக்க வேண்டாம் சார். எனி ஒன் காலேஜ், யூ ப்ளீஸ் டேக் எனி ஒன் காலேஜ் விச் இஸ் நாட் பர்ஃபார்மிங் இன் தீஸ் லைன்ஸ். ஸோ கோ வித் தெம், அவங்களோட பெயின் பாயிண்ட்ஸ் நீட் நாட் டிஸ்கஸ் வித் தெம், நீட் நாட் அட்வைஸ் அண்ட் நத்திங். யூ யூட்டிலைஸ் த ஸ்டூடெண்ட்ஸ் ஃபார் யுவர் ஸ்டார்ட் அப். உங்கள் ஸ்டார்ட் அப்கான சின்ன சின்ன ரிக்யர்மெண்ட்ஸ் இருக்கும்ல சார், which you believe that you can train the students and you can give them the task and you can get it done, do it first.
SRM Institute of Science and Technology is one of the largest private institutions in this part of the country, and we work a lot with our students to promote entrepreneurship, encourage them to have startups and learn about how they can create an innovative product which can have an everlasting impact on the society. I am actually quite honored to be part of this FICCI event today, where I spoke about the role of innovation centers and incubators in promoting startup culture in the higher education institutions. The role of trade organizations like FICCI, along with the government as well as academia, play a huge role in fostering the ecosystem and making it grow. I thank Ayush TV for giving me this opportunity. The role of Ayurveda and all the traditional Indian knowledge systems has to be used in promoting healthcare facilities which are to be made available to a large proportion of our population. Thank you.
வணக்கம், என்னோட பேர் அத்துல். நான் டிஃப்யூஷன் கோட்டெக்ங்கிற ஒரு ஸ்டார்ட் அப் கம்பெனியோடைய ஃபவுண்டர். நாங்கள் வந்து இந்த ஆயில் வெல் காம்பனன்ட்ஸ்க்கு we do some wear resistant coatings. Shri College of Engineering, we got incubated in the year 2019, and in the last 2 years we are catering to 3 of the top 5 oil well companies. Thank you for this wonderful event. It was a lot of fun and we met good people here. Thank you.
Hello everyone, myself Shri from Shri College of Engineering. I came here through Epic Cell of our college. Through Shri College of Engineering Epic Cell, I reached FICCI. So I am developing a startup named CodeRed. It's a mobile application where we'll connect people, medical superintendents and hospitals, and we'll try to make revenue out of it. And we won't be charging the common people for this process. So we will be making revenue out of the hospitals and medical superintendents and the insurance company.
Many congrats to FICCI. FICCI is creating a good platform for startup ecosystem. I also like to thank Ayush TV. See, health is wealth, and we need to have a good lifestyle. We need to follow our ancestors. For that, they are giving a lot of awareness program. I wish Ayush TV to have a great success, to create a lot of health awareness, especially for people from Tamil Nadu. All the very best.
I am a founder of IT company called Twilight IT Solution based upon Puducherry. I came here for this FICCI event. I really want to thank Puducherry state government as well as FICCI for providing us an opportunity and also giving me an honor for being the panelist and discussion about startups. So when it comes to Ayurveda, like I'm a follower of Ayurveda. For my any kind of medicines I need, I follow Ayurveda. So this is our tradition, right? Like when it comes to allopathy, that's very good for emergency and also like a few other communicable diseases. When it comes to autoimmune disease and various other diseases, Ayurveda seems to be much effective. So I follow Ayurveda, and I really request our people from India to follow our traditional medicines. And thank you for, I wish all the best for this Ayush TV.